Page.
Chumash?
Yeah.
Hamishi?
No. Yeah. Chamishi.
27.
27. Alrighty. Moshe then came, and has summoned the elders of the nation. What time they start? 10:15? Here?
Yeah.
We gotta hurry. Moshe came and summoned the people. And he presented them, it's called Ramelo, these words, that Hashem commanded him to say. You'll be a king of Kohanim. Oh, he said this. That's Rashi yesterday. Okay. The people answered together and they said, everything God spoke, we will do. Moshe conveyed the words of the people to God. Rashi, Moshe conveyed the words of the people to God. This is the day after, which is the third day. So we said they came the first of Sivan. And then Moshe went up the second day of Sivan. And God told them, tell the Jews, you'll be my nation, whatever. And then when the people heard that, Moshe on the third day went up in the morning to tell God this. Now, did Moshe have to go? Did Moshe have to go? Did Moshe have to go tell God what the Jews said? Yeah, and God might know, probably knows already. Rather, to tell you, Derech Eretz Moshe is to tell you correct behavior for Moshe, that you shouldn't say, since God knows everything, since the one knows, I don't have to convey it. You have to do yours. You have to go be a messenger. God said to Moshe, I'm going to come to you in a cloud of the thick of the cloud. In order the people shall hear that I speak with you, and also in you they will believe forever. And Moshe told the words of the people to God. In the thickness of the cloud. This is Arafel. It's also called later in 2018 the Arafel. The Gam Becha, also in you, Rashi says, they'll believe it also in you. Also, remember, is a unspecified inclusion of something else that's not mentioned. So what is that here? Also the prophets that come after you, they'll believe in as well. The Yagid Moshe then told, the next day, should reveal a Chodesh, which is on Wednesday. So it's saying he related something. It must be another thing. So he goes up. God said, I'm going to come in the cloud. And then people come up. The next day, Moshe must have told the Jews that. And then they say the response to this. What was the response? I've heard from them a response in this matter. It's Rashi between the lines. What I hear is that they actually don't want me to be the one to get the Torah. They want to hear from you directly. Because it's not the same as hearing it from the king, hearing from the king's messenger. It's in our will is to see our king. So it didn't say this clearly, but if you understand that there's Moshe gets a communication from God, tells the people then, and then he tells God back what the people said. It's always a day apart. God, he goes up in the morning the next day to tell them what the people said.
That holy system takes 24 hours.
24 hours, yeah.
1 day.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, seems like, yeah. Yod, Vayemer Hashem Moshe, Hashem to Moshe, Lech Lamir Kal Tigidash Mimachar. Go to the people and you shall make them ready today and tomorrow. Chibsim Leisam, they shall wash their clothes. Rashi. Vayemer Hashem Moshe, Hashem to Moshe, Im King, Kishemaz Kinin Dabrimam. If so, they oblige me to speak with them. Lech Lam, go to the people. Meaning, if they wanting me to go direct communication to reveal the Torah to them, then, yeah, Mikidash means to make them, to ready them. So Kiddush means to sanctify, means to be to ready them. Rashi, Yud Aleph. They shall prepare for the third day. For on the third day, Hashem will ascend upon Mount Sinai. On the third day, Hashem will ascend upon Mount Sinai for all the people to see. Rashi, they shall be prepared. They should be prepared by being separated from their wives. The third day. This is the 6th day of the month. And the third day. Yeah, so the third day, it's already, so again, day 1, they didn't do anything. 2, Moshe gets communication. Day 3, he tells them what the Jews said. Then day 4, he tells them the Jews, God repeats to the Jew, replies. Then Wednesday, the Jews say we want to see God directly. We want to talk to God. We want to hear God directly. So that's when it's the fourth day, and then God says, okay, for 2 days they got to be prepared, and then on the third day, the sixth day, I'm going to reveal myself to them. And on the fifth day, what was Moshe doing while the Jews were, readying themselves? He built an altar under the mountain and 12 monuments. And this will be said later. That gap is going to be said later. It's a little bit interesting how it's out of order, but Moshe is going to build his monument and an altar on the fifth day. But it's going to tell us that information later. And there is no chronological order in the Torah necessarily. For all the people to see. This tells you there was no blind person among them. For they're all healed. They all got to see God, the eyes of all people.
Wow.
All right.
You think that's literal?
Yes, that's literal. Yes. Yud Beis. Big Balta, they saw that I will appear in front of the eyes of the people, implying everybody saw, even the blind. No one was blind. Yud Beis. Big Balta, and you shall make a boundary for the people around the mountain, saying, be very careful for yourself. Go up in the mountain and tell the people, make a boundary. Tell the people, don't beware of ascending the mountain and touching its edge. Whoever touches the mountain will surely be put to death. Yud Beis, you shall make a boundary. Set for the kava. He basically made boundaries, I guess, like fences or markers. To not go past that boundary. Lamer, telling them that, meaning make a boundary that the sign tells them, do not go past this line. Big yellow hazard sign. Don't go past here. And then you will warn them through this. Okay, and they shouldn't. Whoever touches the edge, even the edge, will be in trouble. Yod Gimel loisiga bayod. No hand may touch him. Kisakal yisakal. For he will surely be stoned, or be cast down. Whether animal or man, he will not live. When the what? When the shofar, when the shofar sounds a long note, after all this revelation, Hema Yalu Vahar, they may go up on the mountain. Rashi Yud Gimel Yara Mikalan Iskam Shim Chinamata Mesaskila. From here we derive the law about those who are to be stoned, that they are first to be pushed down from the place of stoning. Shaygavayash Tekemais. They were. That it was stoning. You first get pushed off two heights. Okay. He'll be cast down to the ground, as it says. He hurled him to the sea. Remember, Can I have that? Thank you. I'm a little bit confused. You don't touch him, you do touch him. You do punish him, you don't punish him. No hand may touch it. Okay. So, I'm annoyed. They mistranslated. They confused me. No hand may touch him. It's not him. It. No. Maybe not.
No hand may touch the mountain.
Yeah, they say no one should touch the perpetrator then. Rather, he gets stoned later. But it doesn't say that, seemingly. Whatever.
Oh, no hand may touch him there, for he will surely be stoned.
Him there. Who's him? It's it. No one should touch the mountain.
Right.
That's what they say in the cause. I don't know where they get this.
Referring to it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why they said that. Okay. Rashi, when the ram's horn extends, it's a long note. The Tekiya Gedola, then it's a siman, as the departure of the divine presence and the cessation of divine. That's a sign of the show's over. Shechina and the voice is done. They are then allowed to ascend the mountain.
Rabbi, that shofar is from Akeda.
You're good. Better to say that.
I read it.
Rashi's saying no, man. A second.
Oh, sorry.
Hayevel, this is
Sorry.
the ram's horn. This is a ram's horn because in Arabic you say a yevel yuvla is a shofar. I'm sorry, is a ram is a yuvla. So yovel is okay. It's very similar languages. This is the shofar of the Akedah, the altar of Isaac. So the ram that was slaughtered instead. Yodal Yemaish min Allah. Maish this have the mountain to the people. Vayikadasham, and he made the people ready. Vayichabsim blazam, and they washed their clothes. Yudalid min Allah. The people from the mountain to the people. This teaches us that when God Moshe came down from the mountain, he did not first turn to his own matters. He went directly from the mountain to the people. Yeah. He didn't turn to his affairs, rather from the mountain, he went right to the people. All right, Tesvav. He says to people, hey, be careful, be ready in the 3 days. Al Tikshalisha, do not. So God said, be ready, get ready at the end of 3 days. Don't come near to a woman. Rashi, be prepared for 3 days. So actually, Moshe changes what God said, or he convinced God differently. At the end of the 3-day period, not prepare. God said, be ready day 1 and 2, and then the 3rd day I'll appear. Moshe said, no, 3 days, and then the 4th day God will appear. Moshe added a day out of his own volition. Like this is like the Pinner of Yossi, his argument in the Gemara. This is the Pinner of Yossi in the Gemara. And according to the one who argues Rabbi Yossi, says, indeed, God said, that the 6th day of Sivan was the 10 commandments given. Then Moshe didn't add anything, and 3 days means on the 3rd day. Okay, next. Al Tikshul, you should not come near a woman. All these 3 days, or 2 days, whatever opinion you're holding, in order the women can go to the mikvah on the 3rd day, and they should be pure to receive the Torah. Because if they're intimate in the 3 days, maybe they will discharge the seed after their ritual immersion, and then they'll basically make them, because they can hold up to 3 days, and then it would make them impure. The mikvah wouldn't help them, because after the mikvah it comes out, and then there's
tummy.
It can make them tummy again. So we want to avoid them having the possibility of getting tummy again. But after 3 days, then the seed is already spoiled, and it wouldn't make her tummy if it came out. Tazayin by it was on the 3rd day in the morning. There was thunder and lightning. Thunder and lightning. And a heavy cloud upon the mountain, and a very loud sound of the shofar. All the people in the camp trembled. Rashi Tazayin, it was in the morning. This tells you that God was there before them. God actually came before them. This is not the way of human beings, that they come. Usually the teacher disciples wait for the teacher, not. Yeah. God was waiting for them. So to be fine, go to the valley. So I rose and went to the valley, and right there, the glory of Hashem was already standing. And God is very eager to connect with us. Yod Zayin, Moshe led people out of the camp to meet God. And they stood at the foot of the mountain. Rashi, the Kras Alikim, Magid Shechina Yatz LaKras Gichas Yitzim Mechilas Kala. It tells you the Shechina went out. The Shechina went out towards them like a groom who goes to greet the Kala. As it says, Hashem is Sinai Ba. It doesn't say the Sinai Ba. The Tachtas are the foot of the mountain. According to the straightforward meaning, it means at the Ragle Ahar, at the foot of the mountain. But it's Midrash explanation that the mountain was uprooted from its place of the people like a barrel. So Tachtas means the foot. But if you want to be more homiletic, it would mean the Medrash says that they actually under the mountain. God raised it up and threatened them, accept the Torah or I'll kill you. Which Chassidus explains doesn't mean God threatened them. It's actually God gave them such a transcendent revelation they couldn't say no. All right, the whole of Mount Sinai became smoking because Hashem had descended upon it. and the love Hashem Be'esh, for the Hashem had descended upon in fire. And its smoke rose like furnace smoke. And the whole mountain quaked tremendously. Rashi Yudches Oshan Kulai. Oshan is not a noun because it has a patach, so it's a past tense pal form, similar to Amar Shamar Shama. Therefore, English translates it as Tanan Kulei. It was entirely smoking. A verb. It did not say Tanan Kulei. It was smoked. It was a lot of smoke. It was smoking. But every other case of Ashan with a kamatz is a noun. Ashan, kamatz is a noun. Ashan makes a noun past tense verb. Or Hakibshan, it was smoking like its smoke rose like a furnace of lime. I might have thought the mountain gave up smoke like such a furnace, but no more. That's not too much, just a little bit of smoke. Torah therefore says, no, this smoke was blazing with fire as far as the heavens, the heart of the heavens. So why you compare it to furnace? It's like saying this locomotive is like my kid's toy car. It's not comparable. To make it equally comprehensible, it's just to make it, give us a frame of reference. This is the way the Torah does. It gives us comprehension, metaphors. Like God roars like a lion. Does God roar like a lion? A lion roars like God. The verse compares him to like a lion. However, the reason for this is we describe and compare him to creatures in order to make it more understandable to our limited senses. And this is what it says. This means that his voice is like a great amount of rushing water. What do you mean? Rushing water is like God, not the opposite. So you're saying God is like a lion? God's like a rushing water? What do you mean? The rushing water is a minuscule, minuscule compared to God. God's rushing power. Again, it's kedei saber esaiz, in order to make it comprehensible. Frame of reference. Yotes last verse vayihi kol hashefar. The sound of the shofar holich v'chazek ma'od was becoming increasingly loud. Moshe would speak, and Hashem would respond, providing him with sound. Rashi, the sound of the shofar was holich v'chazek ma'od. Normal, regular people, you blow a horn, you can only do it after a minute, 30 seconds, it gets weaker, it's harder to blow because you have limited lung capacity. But here, Hashem's blowing the shofar was getting louder because it's not a human. This is way,
Hashem.
It's Hashem. And again, why was it quiet at first? What's this thing of, like, why is it going from low to high? In order to make their ears receptive to it as much as they could. And when he popped their eardrum, I don't know. Moshe would speak. And Moshe was speaking and proclaiming the commandments, because at the end of the day, what happens is, although they wanted to hear direct from God, they only had the first two from God. And then after that, the next 8 Moshe had to give over. So Hashem held Moshe's voice like a microphone that should be powerful and audible. And then of a call, Moshe would speak and Hashem would respond by providing him with sound. And then of a call, Hashem would respond to him regarding the sound. God would respond to Moshe's request to make his voice audible, as we said earlier. Which means who will answer regarding the fire, who will have it come down from heaven.